Good morning, my friends. It is good to be here with you today. In this series of mindfulness meditation practices that we are in right now, we've been focusing on fear and anxiety and the ways in which mindfulness changes our relationship with fear, from one that says, run fast, act fast, destroy that threat, and oh my God, look at the next one coming. We can apply some of the mindfulness attitudes and principles that we've learned in the past to working with fear and anxiety. And remember the difference. Fear is that gut-level response to a threat. And anxiety is the monkey mind that makes up stories about what could happen, might happen, and what if it happens, and turns that fear into a tangled mess with no visible escape. And you know what? It does not have to be that way. Despite all the uncertainties in the world around us and often the world within us, it does not have to be the path of fearful suffering. John Kabat-Zinn, also one of my teachers and the author of Full Catastrophe Living, along with And Wherever You Go, There You Are, says this: why mindfulness? Because there are no drugs that will make you immune to stress or pain or anxiety, or that will magically solve your problems. It will take conscious and intentional effort on your part to move in the direction of healing and peace. This means learning to work with the very stress and pain that is causing you to suffer. You remember that fear and anxiety are attempts to get our attention so that we can know, overcome, respond to, listen to, grow, and move forward in our life when we experience fear or anxiety. The longer we avoid the nudging of those feelings, the louder and messier they become. Have you had that experience? And we can bring our awareness to those things that are calling our attention by creating fear and anxiety. Instead of fighting or fleeing, we have the great possibility of being drawn mindfully into health, freedom, and courage. Let us sit, noticing your breathing as you allow your body to settle into the chair. And bring that breath all the way up your body, right up the center of your body, through your neck, and into the top center of your head. And as you reach the top, allow that breath to just go out of the top of your head, like a whale spewing water. And then release all the way out that breath that just went up to the top of your head. And let's do that again. All the way up, the breath. And this time allowing the breath to come around and relax your face, your eyes, your nose, your forehead, your chest, your torso, down your legs, and out through the soles of your feet into the waiting ground beneath it that absorbs all of those feelings when we allow it. And so we can cultivate a few of the mindfulness attitudes to respond to what is very normal fear, as well as anxious or obsessive fear, and allows us to give fear and anxiety close attention by cultivating that inner capacity to be non-judging, patient, accepting, trusting, and realistic. Today, let's look at non-judging. Bring to mind a situation in which you felt anxious or apprehensive, or maybe one in which you do right now. Choose something small so you can work with it, but something that is strong enough to form an opinion that says this is good, or this is bad, this is really bad. Bring that situation to your mind and notice what your mind says about that situation in judging it, or you. This is ridiculous. This is terrible. This is going to destroy my ability to earn my living or keep my relationship or stay in this job. And if these things were just not so stressful and anxiety-producing, I would be fine, or at least much better. Remembering now that fear and anxiety have a message that desperately wants to be heard by us. When we quiet ourselves to listen without judgment, like we would do for a friend, then that innate inner wisdom has the potential to arise. The mindful attitude of non-judging, offered to that little fear as it comes up, and that monkey mind of anxiety that magnifies it, sounds something like this. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't realize I had such strong emotions around that issue. What are those emotions? I welcome this fear and all that it has to tell me about why I'm reacting so strongly to this situation that is causing me to suffer. Bring that situation to mind, one perhaps that continues to arise over and over, like a fear of taking on something that you will be evaluated for, or a fear of the judgment of the person to whom you need to speak about something they have done that has upset you. Listen to your judgments. Oh my, they're going to think that this is really silly. They're going to say, what about you? You're not so great either. I am a terrible public speaker, and everybody is going to see that when I get up there to talk. I should never be in a relationship because I just don't know how to do it, and all I do is make a mess. Or whatever your mind says to you that is a judgment against you or someone else. Allow yourself to become curious. Allow yourself to say, welcome, little fear. I'm listening. I believe that you want good for me, not harm. What if I do start to speak and trip over my own tongue and make little sense when I'm trying to make a point about something in that meeting? Well, it just means that right now I'm not able to form the words that I need to use. I'm neither stupid nor foolish, nor is everyone in the room going to stop talking to me forever. You get the idea. There is nothing wrong with you or with them. It is simply a moment that creates adrenaline because the moment is not working very well. And that adrenaline of anxiety is asking you to take a look at what part of that is yours and what part is not. And what are the options of what can happen next. And it's only with mindfulness and intentional sitting with those feelings of adrenalized anxiety that we have the opportunity to learn what is going on with me. What is really true? Is that true? That no one is going to want to listen to me ever after I can't find the words that I need at that moment? What is true? It is true that I want to be able to do that, and that I will continue to practice, and I will get better. Because practice, whether mindfulness practice or speaking practice, for one of us who is afraid of that, always creates a different experience if only we practice. Take it with you, my friends, and I'll see you here next time. Namaste. Amen.